Hit me back just to chat. Truly yours, the biggest fan. This is Stan. What up, chat? We are finally back on live. I apologize for any and all delays that took place. Um, yeah. I hope everyone's doing well. Get this. Gotta get that light right. Gotta get that light. Gotta get that. Boom, boom. Gotta get that. Gotta get that. I hope everyone's doing well. Right now, I'm working on a project. What up, chat? What up, chat? What up, chat? Right now, I'm working on a project. And I could play some beats too. We could write some songs, probably sing some things, say some ones. It's been way too long. I miss streaming. I actually love streaming. I love it. I gotta figure out how to make it because I don't want to do it for like 2 seconds. That's the issue. I don't want to do it for 2 seconds. I don't want to just like up and stop focusing on it. I need to, and am currently trying to figure out how to go ahead and make it a part of my daily schedule, a part of my daily routine. Right now, I'm building. I am currently building. What am I building? Something to take over the world. That's cap. What we doing? What's the chat saying? Where's everybody at? Where are my straw hats at? How do I do that? How do I do that? Yeah. Yeah. Um, I'm using Google Forms. I've used it like once or twice, but I don't know how to go ahead and. I am using ChatGPT. I think it knows how to use it, hopefully, because it's giving me instructions right now. What up? What up? What up? I cannot pronounce it, but Krisha. Hey, what up, bro? How y'all doing, chat? How's it going? How's it going? Happy Wednesday, Hump Day. I hope everybody's having an amazing day. What's going on? What y'all up to? India, what up, India? Shout out to India. India is one of my favorite places. What up, Girly Pop? Ezekiel, everybody. India is one of my favorite places. USA, okay, we're in the USA. I just came back from the USA. I just came back yesterday. Yeah, I just came back yesterday from Atlanta. Am I from GTA? I'm not from GTA. Shit, they gonna have to pay me to be in GTA. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna copy GTA when it comes out? Me, I'm from Canada. I'm from Canada still. I was just in the USA yesterday though. Girly Pop. Okay, that's what's up. Where you from? Where in the USA? Which city or what 6, 7? You gotta give me a like for that. Come on now. I was in the US for like I have no idea how GTA characters sound. Shut up. That's that's why I'm guessing how GTA character sounds because I know it's a whole lot of gangsters and pimps and violence and a bunch of crazy stuff right now. It's nighttime in India. I figured, I thought about it. Was it 3 a.m.? It's 3 a.m. in India. I'm guessing. Ohio. That's what's up. I know Bow Wow's from Ohio. You probably don't know who Bow Wow is, but or LeBron's from Ohio. Holly Berry is from Ohio. Shout out Ohio. Shout out Ohio. Um, GTA sounds, man. I can promise you, I've never played GTA. I have no idea how GTA sounds. Yep. Shout out to Ohio. Shout out to Ohio. Your boy's LeBron. Then I'm gonna guess it. 142. Okay, I thought it was. I thought it was. I thought it was 12-hour difference. So I guess it's 10-hour difference or so. But if you're going to bed, I appreciate you tuning in. Shout out to India. India's so amazing. A couple of my homies are out in India. A lot of people that a lot of, like people who really rock with me are from India. India is great. India is great. I love to. I would love to go there one day. I definitely would love to go there one day. I worked with a couple people that were lived in India, and they're real cool. They're really really cool. So yeah, India is definitely on the on the list. 313. Right now it's about 6-7 over here. No, it's 313 for me still. Did y'all know that's an angel number? Y'all go search what angel number that is. Y'all tell me what angel number that is, or let me go search. Let me go search that up. 313. What does 313 mean? It's not random. Y'all know numbers are special. Numbers are actually very, very special. So 313 is interpreted as an angel number that signifies spiritual growth, divine guidance, and personal development. Encourages you to listen to your intuition, maintain a positive mindset, and work diligently toward your goals, as angels are believed to be guiding you through challenges and toward opportunities. So shout out to you, Ezekiel. You checked at the right times. It sounds like you blessed right now. Sounds like you got good things coming. How's the day been though? What y'all do up to? What y'all work on today? Y'all in school? Y'all work today? Y'all went to the gym? Y'all made some music? Y'all been dancing? What y'all do today? Me, I went to work. I went to work about a little bit over 4 hours, but I've been up since 3:30 a.m. I've been going since 3:30 a.m. That's when I like to start my day. I like to start my day nice, bright, and early. India, anybody who's from India, let me know if y'all want me to try and get going or starting my day at like was it 10 hours difference? So if I stream at 3 a.m., it's about like 1 p.m. for y'all. Yeah, it'd be 1 p.m. for you guys. So let me know if you guys want me to try streaming in the morning time. I could try streaming in the morning time. So like my morning, your afternoon. You know what I mean? School, it was over in like 30 minutes. Why was it over in like 30 minutes? That what kind of school? That school sound peak. That school sounds hella peak. You had 30 minutes of school? Baba Grill, what up? We talking about what everybody did today. Let us know where you from. Where you from in the chat. Let us know what country, what city. You know, we're giving shout outs to all those people. So far we got India in the building, we got USA in the building, we got Ohio in the building. From Canada? Alright, that's what's up. Me too. Me too. What part? What part are you from? School is 6 hours. Yeah, my daughter just came from school still. School is 6 hours. Alright, what was the best part of school? Let me guess. Gym class. You from Ottawa? Shut up. You lying. Yo, we gonna have to connect. That's my city still. Puya, what up? Baba Grill, we gonna have to connect. That's my city still. I swear to God. I'm from Ottawa. Ottawa in the building. Recess? Yeah. High key. I feel you. I feel you. What y'all do at recess? Y'all play some sports or something? What y'all say during recess? What up, chat? Puya, where you from? Where you from? Where you from? Right now we saying how the day was. We talking about where we from. Oh, okay. Ezekiel played soccer today at recess. That's what's up. Did you? Was it like a free for all, like one versus everybody, or like y'all had teams set up? How'd y'all do it? How y'all do it? Recess is high key the best class, but it's only like 15 minutes, which is crazy. Teams? All right, bet. Did you score? Tell me you scored. No, it's all good. Next time, as long as you have fun, you know. What's your favorite class outside of recess? Puya, where you from? What we doing? What we doing? How's your day? That information is not significant. That information is not significant. Math, how you doing in math? Look, the most important subject you need to know is math. Sorry, Baba Grill, but we ain't gonna add in all that extra details. Appreciate you though for asking. No, it's all good. I appreciate you asking. Thank you so much. We just don't need to go, you know, gotta have layers. You know, you in school then? Canada strong, yes sir. Big red Canada flag, you know what I mean? Shout out Canada in the building. Levels to this. You still in school? You still in school? Hold up. Canada strong. Mahim? Is that how you say it? Mahim Harris? What up, Mr. What is it, Mr. Harris? Mrs. Harris? Shout out to Mahim. I like it. I like it. I like it. Where you from? Clash Royale. I haven't played Clash Royale. Me, I've been on Duolingo like crazy. Chess Duolingo though. That might sound like a nerd, but like chess is like one of them games that like if you know how to play, it's kind of like how you calculate life in a sense, where understanding how to protect your king, like you are your king in your own right, not to be sexist or anything like that, but you know this is how you protect your kingdom. It's important to know those kinds of things, you know. Ezekiel, you from, what is that? Is that USA flag? Oh, I'm tripping. Used to be a champ in grade five, a champion in grade five. Do you play chess? Yes. I got to go. All right, Baba Grill. Yo, come back, subscribe. I appreciate you for jumping in. Shout out to Ottawa. You already know what it is. You already know what it is. Let's connect. Let's connect sometime. USA flag. That's what I thought. Ohio. Chess is so fun. Yeah, we got it. Look, I've been locked in. I ain't even. Y'all think I'm playing about this chess? You're an old head now, though. Ain't nothing more wrong with being an old head. Yo, age is just about an age. Look, age is a number. There are like senior 70, 80 years old who are riding on scooters and going to the gym and like doing young people stuff. Look, it don't matter what age you are, bro. It doesn't, as long as you know like are respectful. It don't really matter what age you are. You are how old you feel. And like so take care of your health, take care of your body, take care of your mind, take care of your soul. Like when I came home for work, I did, some prayers and stuff like that. I did a meditation. I worked out, more meditation. Like you gotta like pour into yourself. Oh, you let your chest touch? All right, respect that. I respect it. Respect it. Right now, Duolingo my streak 382. I'm on a 382-day streak, which is like some of y'all might think that's kind of good, but like honestly, that's sad. Like because I was at 800 at some point. I was at like 800 at some point, and I was having a tough time like staying consistent. But like this is my this is my attempt to get back to like consistent. I swear I had an 8 something Duolingo streak for the longest time, for a while, like a couple of years ago, and now I'm back at. I managed to. Me, I haven't like gone against anybody like person to person. I tried the computer and then as well as Duolingo, uh, and as well as Duolingo. So right now, but I look, your boy ain't playing. Right now, I'm in the I'm in the Diamond League. Like I'm in the Diamond League right now. Your boy's not playing. I'm heated that I'm not in first place, but I'm in 14th right now. I'm in 14th right now, creeping up. And the only reason I want to say I'm not in first, which doesn't make sense to me, is that I think I started a day late, but when I started, um, like I'm checking, this Wendy person is already up 5,000 points and she's doing a language. I'm like, yo, what's going on? This don't make no sense. Like, what boosters? She had to pay for boosters. I swear she paid for boosters. It don't fathom to me how you're up 5,000 points in a day on Duolingo. You had to have spent hours. You know what I mean? Like, it ain't making sense to me. It ain't making sense to me. It ain't adding up. But I get it how you live. I managed to make it all the way past all these other leagues. For the longest time, I couldn't even get past the red. I think the Ruby League. So like that's the beginning. I couldn't get past the red for the longest time. And then I started doing chess and I'm like, I, you moving on up. You moving on up. You moving on up. You moving on up. Finally managed to make it to the Diamond League. So like right now, your boy is in 14th place. But okay, what I was trying to say is that I'm not getting those boosters. And see, if you want to get like really good, like you're trying to like level up, the best thing that you can do is like when you have like that times 3 or times like 1.5 times 2, whatever the case may be, is like going to like those matches, because the match is already worth more than most of what you got going on. That's already like 50 points there, right? So when I do the times 3, it's 150. And when it's that times 3, your boy be going at it. Your boy be going at it. Okay? But nah, I'm really liking chess. Like I have 177 matches and 137 wins. So your boy been active. I'm down. I lost 40 times. And that's a little too high for me. But let's see what percentile that is. Hold up. 170. What? 137. 137 minus 177. So, no, divided. 137 divided by 177. 77 percentile. So I have 77% wins. Dark Void, my guy, I've been waiting for you. I've been waiting for you, fam. I've been waiting for you. Yo, my bad. I'm sorry I've been on a hiatus. RJ, shout out to RJ. What's going on, RJ? How you doing? How you doing? I appreciate you. Did you tell me where you from yet? Did you let me know where you from yet? I don't think you did. Shout out to RJ. Appreciate you for tuning in. Let me know where you from, what you did today. How's it going? CA, California, or Canada? You finished Egghead? What you think? On the manga? Canadian, my guy. Canada. Where in what city? Daniel, what's happening, my man? How you doing? We just talking right now. We talking. We were just talking about Duolingo. How's it going with my streak and whatnot? Because I'm playing chess. But I think my boy Dark Void here, so we probably going to talk about some One Piece for a little bit. So if anybody who's in there, look, what problem? What was the problem? RJ, where you from? If you haven't done so already, I'm asking anybody, everybody, subscribe. I greatly would appreciate it. We're trying to hit that goal of 200 subscribers. I'm thinking I'm a few away, so I greatly would appreciate it. If you're not, you just here for the conversation. Much love to you again. You know, the straw hat. The straw hat is here, my guy. I know. Well, we're in Canada. We're in Canada. I'm Canadian too. So like that's why I'm asking. Like where you from? Beer or ramen at the moment. Okay, man. Nebraska. Shoot, I haven't heard that word in a minute. What's going on in Nebraska? What's Nebraska saying? Nebraska cold as all hell, ain't it? I'm in Canada and it's getting cold down here. We're calling for snow on the weekend and I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. You know, all those Christmas and like holiday season movies and stuff, especially from back in the day. I know they're cute, but that cold here, yo, Canada cold is different. Canada winter times are different. RJ, I appreciate you so much. Love, my man. We're gonna have a lot more great streams. Tune in tomorrow. I believe we're gonna have One Piece chapter. So if you're a fan of One Piece, we're gonna be having a live reaction as we always do, and gonna have episodes. I'm looking for an editor. So if you guys happen to know someone or are an editor yourself that can do like high frequency, good level, high level, YouTube reaction video edits, I really would appreciate it because your boy needs it. You know what I mean? In one pace. When I was beginning, it was so slow. Did you not like it? Hi Michelle, how you doing, love? What's going on? RJ, welcome to the conversation. Me and Dark Void talking One Piece. So if you in on it, yo, love. How far are you? Where are you in it? Do you read the manga? Do you watch the anime? Do you watch the live action? I watch the anime as well as do the manga reaction. So this channel here is kind of like directly like more for One Piece, and I'm trying to build that community, but it's open to everybody. Michelle, where you from? We talking to everybody today. I want to know where you from and how your day was. What was your favorite part of your day? Let me know in the comments. William, what up? What up? What up? How you doing? How's your day? How was your day? Where you from? Yeah, so like I was saying earlier, guys, your boy's locked in on Duolingo. That's what we playing right now. That's the only game I try to really make time for. Like, just because we're going on, the way I'm focused. I'm trying to build a company and really focus lock in on music as well. So I'm the only game I'm really like on where I gotta make sure I'm playing every day is Duolingo. Because if I did not show y'all earlier, your boy, if you did not see earlier, your boy is not playing. I have officially made it to the Diamond League. Okay, this is like the Pokemon League. Okay, this is like the NBA Finals. Um, all right, you like manga, my man's? You're caught up. All right, no spoilers though. This is spoiler free zone. I have to emphasize that this is a spoiler free zone. I'm not playing with you. I appreciate it, you for tuning in. We don't want to spoil. I love and appreciate and respect One Piece way too much to just go ahead and spoil it for anybody. So I appreciate you. Don't do spoilers. Let's just confirm where everybody is. Dark Void, he just finished Egghead, so I don't want to ruin it for anybody. So it was not the show's fault, it's my fault. I love the backstory, but One Piece would have been better. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I didn't see the latest episode, unfortunately. I still need to do a reaction to that one. I haven't done the last episode. Obviously, I know what happens, but I haven't done the episode. I haven't done the reaction to that, and I liked it. I like where it's going. Is it concluded? Is it done then? I didn't know. Was that the last episode of is there more episodes to Egghead, or was that the ending of it? Because I know we're talking about going on the hiatus, or like for the next arc we're gonna have, was it 26 episodes a year or something like that? But we'll see. Legos, I have not I used to have a lot of them. I never really played with them. I don't know why. Maybe just I didn't have that kind of patience, or I was like, I think I want to figure out this puzzle right now. I did play with them for a little bit. My girls, they have some they have some. Did I say Legos or Egos? They have some Legos now. They're really good at it. I was shocked. I was like, yo, y'all locked in. But I did see something recently that was super cool. It was like Legos of Marine Ford. It was like 1 million or like 10,000 Lego pieces that were Marine Ford, and then, like, it looked dope. Like, I was like, I kind of rocking with Legos right now, yo. It was kind of lit. All right, Daniel, what you saying? I caught up on both. Prefer the manga over the anime, but waiting to see how the pacing is going to treat us in live action is dope too. Okay, I respect that. See, I really appreciate that. I'm a manga man. I love the manga, and the reason why I love the manga is because you get your own interpretation of it. So it's like I don't want to say I was beefing, but I was commenting back and forth on Instagram with some guys about like he doesn't like what's happening currently in the manga, and I'm like, bro, we've been waiting for forever for this kind of information. So like, what's your beef? Like, why you like? How could you not like it? Like, how could you not like what's happening in the manga? And it's just because, like, Oda's uses impact panels now as opposed to like the actual fighting. And like, I don't know. I think it's to each his own. Like, what do you really like about the story? Like, what just happened in Egghead, that Dark Void's caught up on is like the lore. I love One Piece lore. I love One Piece lore, and I think that Wano was so fantastic in terms of like the I think the presentation as well as the magnitude of the battles that happen in Wano is that I don't need a Kaido level fight every fight because he's a Yonko, but at the same time, I understand that like we're at a certain level now. Like I loved what's his name? Lucci versus Zoro. That fight looked fire. But yeah, I kind of like I like what's happening in the manga right now. I love what's happening in the manga right now. Dark Void says One Piece cuts like 700 episodes. It was 400 episodes. That's crazy. Okay, eight episodes left. That was good. That was good. All right. Sorry, RJ. I took so long to answer your question. My work was good. I was gone. I was actually in Atlanta for from the 1st to the 4th. So I just got back yesterday. I just got back yesterday. Was I? My bad. Sure. Baba Grill, what's happening? We're talking One Piece. I don't know if you rock with One Piece, but if you do, jump inside this conversation. All right, RJ, peace, my mans. Or LA more? I mean, as a Canadian, I like the Blue Jays more. Is this like a colored thing? Kobe, is this like a colored thing? Like all black people look alike? So like, well, honestly, I wish you before any of that kind of thing. Just I hope you're healthy if you did get stabbed, my guy. I hope you're healthy and I hope you have a speedy recovery because no one deserves that. And you have a fire name still. I was just watching the Kobe highlights. But yeah, no, I do like the Blue Jays. I love LA as a city, in general. Um, I didn't watch the game. What was I doing that night? I forget what I was doing that night. Was it Halloween? No, I was in Atlanta. I was in Atlanta at the time, and I completely like forgot that the game was even happening. I was seeing a lot of stuff. Um, I know there was the whole conflict. It was kind of like Kendrick versus Drake kind of situation that they're doing, and I don't really pay too much mind to that stuff. Like I listen to the music, of course, just because I do music, but like I didn't really care to dive into that. And yo, look, Kobe, no disrespect, but I gotta say, bro, careful with what you say, cause the power words are powerful. Things manifest out of nowhere, and I don't personally wish you any harm. So you know what I mean. So I hope that you do remain safe and nobody comes after you in no way, shape, or form. You know what I mean? I watched Dark Voice says I watched too much Piece detail and theory videos. I learned almost nothing. It was fun though. Now the whole world knows as much as the fans do, right? Because the thing is, like we've been going at it for years, and like we know what's actually happening in the world, but the One Piece world don't actually know what's happening, and like that's fire. I love um seeing that the world's cashing out the reaction to it, bro. I personally think you're gonna really like the next arc. I think you're really gonna like that. Shake my head. It's all right, Kobe. I'm just playing with you. I got to go. Sorry. See you maybe tomorrow or like in a week or something. I don't know. Well, I'm back tomorrow if One Piece drops. Do you like fishing? I fished for the first time a month or two ago, and it was cool. For the first time, I watched too much One Piece detail in there. Am I behind? Word, bro. Noted, bro. Yeah, yeah. Nothing but love. I have a bad problem of just saying whatever and not understanding the power of manifestation, whether it's positive or negative. Man, like I'm someone who doesn't like who's I don't want to say doesn't like to talk, but I don't like to waste words. Like that's why I even have like trouble streaming sometimes because I'm just like you kind of just babbling or talking until like people actually rock with you or ask questions and stuff like that. But until like I'm just trying to build a community, of dreamers and stuff like that. But hey, man, first thing is always recognizing, understanding that like okay, how can you do better? How can you be better? Like I strive to be better every single day. It's not even like it's like I spent hours and days and like a lot of time on myself to make sure I do better. And like I gotta speak. I'm the captain of a big ship. I'm the captain of a big ship where a lot of people are dealing with a lot of stuff. And as much as I deal with, my dad passed, my uncle just passed a couple days ago. I gotta be a positive one, just to like keep people. I gotta be the real life Luffy. You know what I mean? That's my tag, real life Luffy. Just because, when you're asked if you can carry Wano on your back, the answer is always yes. I can always carry Wano on my back. So, you gotta speak positivity into your life. You know what I mean? Did I play sports? Yes, I played. Um, what I play? My first thing has always been dance. After that, I played soccer for a bit, and then basketball. That's why my name is Michael. My parents named me after Michael Jordan, Michael Jackson, and my uncle Michael. And then football. Football is my last sport outside of dance. Now it's just dance and working out. Yeah. Football is my favorite sport, though. Appreciate you, Kobe. Man, they live in free. They live in free. That's for sure. That's exactly it. I don't like to waste words, Dark Void. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like to waste words. I don't see a point in wasting words. I'm a listener. I rather pay attention to the room, see how people move, and see how people thinking, and obviously show them respect, show them accordingly. Like what I'd love to do with this channel here, since talk about not wasting words, is like be able to like drop those gems and stuff like that. Talk about in a way of like motivation, philosophy. I believe that the most important thing the best thing you can do in life is help and pour into people. I took care of my dad 8 years before he passed away. He promised, sorry, it was a promise I made to him that I'll take care of him, you know what I mean, and I did to his last breath. So I'm very grateful for that. I even put my dreams aside, to go ahead and be able to take care of him, but I have no regrets. You know what I mean? That's my guy, and I do it all over again, 100%. You only have one life, and as much as you want to have fun and go out, party, club, game, blah 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 blah, it's like like he gave up on his dreams to take care of me and be a dad for me. You know what I mean? So it's just one of those things that pour into the people that pour into you. Recognize it. Don't think everybody is your homie just because I have homies I haven't seen in forever, or people who I thought I'd be riding with to this day that I don't hear from, or don't get that same type of energy and love from. So you know what I mean. So I hope that is a little bit of gems for you guys. And Kobe, you watch NBA? I'm an NBA super fan. I would say where I haven't locked in the NBA for a while now because I don't feel like it's the same game. You know what I mean? Like I'm still watching Michael Jordan highlights because like that's my guy, and the competition's different. Like shout out Steph Curry, that's that dude. Who's your favorite team though? Who's your favorite? Who's your favorite Kobe? Who's your favorite team all long term? Shy's going up. Shy's going up. I think he just got a 2K cover. I watched his reaction where he got like a 2K cover. 2011. Okay, no doubt. How you feel about Kobe though? Because I don't feel like that name was given by coincidence. OKC dope. OKC is dope. Have you ever been to an NBA game? I've only been to one NBA game. It was Toronto Raptors versus Lakers with LeBron. Top three. Okay, if we going to talk ball, who's the goat? Actually, I don't even want to have those conversations. Okay, that's dope. Which part of Canada? Agenda piece. I like. Is it actual platform? Because I know, as far as I know, what agenda piece is kind of like people. Yeah, RIP code. Um, Agenda piece is just kind of like what people want to happen or something along those lines. I think that's what it is. If I'm wrong, break it down for me. Okay, that's what's up. I lived in Toronto for like a year or so. I got family on in Toronto. My sister's out in Toronto. Shout out to Toronto. The sixth side. Do you call it the sixth side? I know, like any. It's funny. Any person who's outside of Toronto calls it the six. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. I used to go to Toronto like every weekend with my dad. Like Toronto is like a drive away. Some days I just drive to Toronto for a night and back. Okay, no doubt. Like which direction? Hamilton or like Ajax direction? So like heading east or heading west? Okay, okay, that's what's up. My favorite football team. Well, my brother plays for the Bills, so I just go with whatever team he's on. To be honest, I go with whatever team he's on. My favorite football team all time though was Seahawks. My favorite team all time, Seahawks. Marshawn Lynch, that's my boy. Yes, sir. Yeah, he plays for Bills. He has 8 seasons. I think he's taking a break. He's taking a break this year, but last team he was playing on was the Bills. He might still decide to play this year. He's 8 seasons. I want to say 8 seasons he's been playing for the NFL. He's a free agent, but thank you, Dark. Me and Dark Void are like this nigga, bro. Fuck. Like Void, you understand me, bro. Void understands me. Me and Void are like this, bro, because he understands what I'm talking about. Like it's not competition. A Patriots fan, even without Brady. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. You know, that's love. That's my family for real. What's his name? His name is Eli Ankou. Eliankou. I respect that. I respect that. I respect that. Honestly, I think it's for me. I don't really lock into sports like that. Like the only thing honestly I actually watch is One Piece and a couple other shows I've seen like that can grab my attention. One Piece, Game of Thrones, obviously back when it was on. Euphoria, I'm looking forward to. And there's something called The Three Body Problem. It's a show on Netflix that's like science, like sci-fi ish, and I love science to the like space science. Uh, like my favorite basketball player right now is Kyrie. Kyrie's been my favorite. Kyrie and Luca are my two favorite basketball players. Yes. I put like Kyrie over Luca, but yes, those are my two favorite. Do I watch Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super? I do not still yes. Technically I do. Not like still watch it, but Dragon Ball Z was like my first GOAT show of all time. I love Dragon Ball Z. I was just wearing like a Goku hoodie, like right before I was wearing this hoodie. I was working out in it, but it was sweaty, so I switched it. Um, Dragon Ball Z is peak. Dragon Ball Z is amazing. It carried a major part of my life. I know there was like I was on a huge argument that not argument, but like a huge discussion debate on Instagram that got like 300 comments of just arguments going back and forth. I'm still going I'm still in it, but I just stopped responding because I'm like I can't communicate with niggas. It's like what had a bigger What fight meant more, Goku versus Frieza or Luffy versus Kaido? And like people are saying, "Oh, Goku versus Frieza meant more," and I'm like, y'all niggas ain't read, y'all ain't listening, y'all ain't watch the story, y'all ain't listening to the story. But I love Super. I did love Super. I love Ultra Instinct. It was fantastic. I remember losing my mind watching it for the first time. I have like a little small clip reaction. Yo, when I finally get an editor, y'all gonna see some clips of my reactions, and I swear y'all gonna die of laughter. I was like, I swear I had the funniest reactions. I look like Speed. I look funnier than Speed. It's crazy. Michael Jordan. So Michael Jordan has a documentary, The Last Dance. Please watch that. You'll know the price of ambition. Dark Void, you gotta be talking to everybody else because I didn't watch that damn thing like 3 times. I watched. I almost put it on again today, like in the last 24 hours. Like I just, I just been in a mood. Like I'm like I was watching Michael Jordan interview, and he's talking about how he didn't want to be a coach or he didn't want to be a mentor because because today's athletes don't have that same, like, he doesn't have the patience for them to not perform at the level he wants them to perform. And I'm like, bro, I would love you as a coach. I'd love Michael Jordan as a coach because it's something that I personally have, that I want to be the best in me. I want to be a winner in me. And like to have him say, go again, go again. My body's just like, I'm ready to die. But in my heart, like Luffy level effort. That's the best way of putting it. To me, Michael Jordan is the equivalent of Luffy level effort. Like when Michael Jordan is the physical, human level, real life existence of presentation of what a Luffy level effort looks like. And I strive to perform at that level for the rest of my life. And I hope I can share that experience with you guys. I will share that experience with you guys. And I hope you guys cheer me on as I do, as I strive to work towards my dreams of being the greatest founder and greatest entertainer there is. Bro, same. I still watch Dragon Ball Z clips and watch Super, but it didn't hit the same. It doesn't really. Terry, Tarry, like Terry. I can't. RJ, expand on what you're talking about. I think it's because Dragon Ball is anime all time and became westernized. So I think that's why people have Goku and Frieza. I get it. It makes sense. A lot of people watch Dragon Ball Z and never have watched another anime after that. It's a fact, like the examples that they're using. Oh, everybody try to go Super Saiyan. Everybody try to go. Everybody that fight changed everything. Every anime copied power up since that, and I fully understand. I fully agree. You're making a very valid point. But the question was, which fight impacted the story the most? And like, I didn't feel the impact of, I did feel it, but I didn't feel the impact of Goku versus Frieza the same way I felt Kaido versus Luffy. And here's my explanation why. Please bear with me. Goku versus Frieza was like, yes, Namek is going to be destroyed. Goku, all his friends are going to get killed. Frieza gets the Dragon Balls, can take over the universe before we actually realize there's other universes and stuff like that. But the issue is, if like Frieza could have wished to take out all the Saiyans, period, right? If he takes out all the Saiyans, there's still the androids, there's still Cell, there's still Boo, there's still Beerus, there's still Bojack, there's still like there's still 7 to like 10, 11 Dragon Ball Z characters that are stronger, if not stronger, and like Jiren play a more bigger threat than Frieza overall. Cell Saga is the greatest thing that ever happened to Dragon Ball Z. Cell Saga is the greatest thing that ever happened to Dragon Ball Z. There's Bojack, like great. Stop. Okay, let me get to the One Piece. And here's why One Piece story meant so much more is because from the beginning of the show, Luffy's dream is to become Pirate King, right? And as we story progresses, we find out that there are these entities, the Yonko, that are in the way of doing that. They're the ones who control all the seas. And everything leading once you hit the time skip, everything leading up to that point is to like, oh, you have to go against a Yonko, right? Or you're gonna have to face a Yonko at some point. We had a Whole Cake Island where we thought he was gonna fight Big Mom. He didn't. He technically beat Katakuri. I don't want to say he beat Katakuri. Katakuri was peak and still beat Luffy in a sense. But like Red Rock, episode 1015, which is the greatest piece of story and animation to ever exist in life, was his Red Rock summarized everything that took place. Like he showed everything that happened pre time skip, but after that, you have Punk Hazard, meaning Kinemon, all of them. You have you have Dressrosa, you have Zoe, you have Whole Cake, you have all the samurai stuff, everything that took place, adding up to that amount. And depending who won, Luffy or Kaido, it determined the entire balance of power in the One Piece world going forward. Because either Kaido was gonna set a war on the world, or Luffy's gonna continue to progress to be the Pirate King, and now he's the real threat. It shifted the entire balance of power. Like it's not even a contest. It's not. It's not. And you're just. It was a bunch of old heads who couldn't process it. Um, that's my reasoning, anyways. That's my reasoning. That's my logic behind it. But yes, back to Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z is goated. I watched almost all the movies. I haven't seen the new one with like, I think Gohan gets a power up. I think it's like about Gohan getting a power up and like Piccolo or something like that. I haven't seen that one. The thing is, I didn't like the new Broly movie. I didn't like the newest Broly movie that they did that came out in theaters. I didn't love the animation. For some reason, it's even if it was old school trash, or at least if it was like not trash. I don't want to say it was trash, but like old school, not today's level of animation. I would appreciate that far more than what they gave with the Broly movie. Even then, I think that um even if they did like the Ultra Instinct and like super animation, I think it would have been fantastic. I think it would have been really fantastic. I really look forward to that. I really would have looked forward to that. Chat, what's going on? Yo, once Kobe, Dark Void locked in, y'all even got quiet. My bad, yo. I'm a huge One Piece slash anime fan. Yo, I found out. I don't know. Have y'all watched Attack on Titan? Let me know if y'all watch Attack on Titan because we've got. I found out something very interesting today about Attack on Titan. I saw a post that the creator of Attack on Titan, um, he how he came up with the Titans was essentially he went to, I'm not sure if it was a bar or something, but he essentially saw someone who was drunk, and they were very drunk, and he was paying attention to their behaviors, and like it completely changed how they behaved. There was like some person who was sober obviously, and then someone who was drunk, and that actually was the inspiration behind the Titans. And it's something that like you can have two people who are the same species, obviously two humans, but like have two completely different interactions with each other, or two different like presentations of each other. It's very interesting. Exactly, Dark Void. That's what I'm saying. Like I really did not like the Broly movie. I did not. I love Super. I love Super. I'm kind of on how it ended. I'm kind of iffy on how it ended. Like in terms of how Jiren was defeated, I really was fine with like an old classic, like Goku just overpowers them, or like the spirit of friendship type shit. But like Goku and Frieza teaming up was different. No, I haven't heard of that. What's that? FD signifier. I haven't heard of that. What is that? Ooh, RJ, I'm surprising my brother with a brand new car. What color should I get it? Should I get it? And what car should I get him? I have a lot of money. Don't worry. Pick any car. RJ, what? Okay. I have two different pieces of. I have two ways of answering that question. And I hope you don't feel like I'm trying to insult you or anything along those lines. Nothing bad in terms of my answer. My answer essentially is buy him investments. And the reason why I say buy him investments, but you say you have a lot of money. You say that you have a lot of money. So if he's someone who already has investments and like ownership in like stocks, Bitcoin, houses, um, like assets that are appreciating and making more money, then buy him a what have I always wanted? I always wanted a McLaren. I've always wanted a McLaren. Or I like that new BMW. Do you see that red BMW? Yo, there's a new red BMW that I've seen flying around that looks fly as all hell. I'm not sure if it's the same one that I don't think it's the one that Drake had in Laugh Now Cry Later, but I've seen the advertisement for it. It's a BMW that looks pretty fly. I'm not usually like a BMW fan, but I would say buy him Bitcoin. If I would say buy him an asset as opposed to going ahead and buying him a car. I think that's very kind of you, though. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. I respect it. Shout out to you. So, you know what my socials is? My socials is Trini Boy Ainge. So send me whatever. Send me the big reveal. Send me the big reveal. I'd love to see which car you end up getting in. Let me. How do I comment again? I'm not gonna do that. Like, I commented, commenting. I ended up closing the phone. What's that? A narco communist. I have to search that what that is. I ain't even gonna disrespect or not disrespect, just lack of information from my side. How would you describe that? How would you describe that, Dark Void? Like, what explain, elaborate on that for me? Not because I don't think it's like anything wrong with it. I just like lack of education from my part. But yes, no, I don't like how Attack on Titan ended. I think it ended very bad. I think it ended very bad. I think the anime is fantastic. I think the whole story was fantastic. I did not like after all that. I knew it. I called it early. I can't say exactly say when, but I called that it had to have been um that person who killed Aaron, just in case if I want to spoil anybody. I knew it would have had to well, it's been out for a minute now. So spoiler alert. I knew it had to have been Mikasa, excuse me, who killed him. And I just felt like it was so simple. I felt it was so simple, and then like all his actual feelings coming out, I was mad. I was mad. I did not love it. I did not love it. I really did not love it. Honestly, even if Oda ended One Piece by saying the One Piece is actually out in the real the real ending of One Piece is out in the real world, I think that would be the greatest ending ever. And you're not we're going on guys, we're going on a fucking adventure. I can tell you that much right now. We are going on an adventure. Okay? Me, you, the chat, whoever's involved, we are getting our Nakamas together and we are going to find that One Piece. You can guarantee your ass. Okay? if not give poor people to have all the conditions of the rich. Dark Void, yo, message me personally, bro. Message me personally. We'll talk. Actually, let me tell you what's going on with me right now. I'm not. I mentioned I'm building a startup here. Like my vision is, I have. Let me articulate this in a simplest way. I believe everybody's experiences mean something, and I'm building a startup where you're actually giving tangible value to people's experiences. And a large portion of my vision is to do exactly what it is that you're talking about. I don't believe that, we're getting into a place in time where like there's not going to really be a middle class, which is like crazy to think. You're either going to have poor or you're going to have rich, and the new rich is like middle class. And it's I think that there's no excuse why people can't be best way of how can I articulate that? I think the gap for financial literacy is closed. I believe all the information is out there. Shout out to these guys here, Earn Your Leisure. This is who made this hoodie. They are a platform that teaches financial literacy, gives you all the gems, and it's great information. It's true, it's accurate, it's real, and I stand on it. Um, I think the biggest issue that we have is the education, though. There's lack of access to that information in terms of what they're teaching in schools, right? Like, we are in a time and day and age where students are still being taught outdated things, right? Like, my daughters go to school, I ask them, like, what did they learn today? They say, I don't know, I don't remember. Like, you were just gone for the last 6 hours and you don't remember what it is like your teachers covered. And I'm that same way. We're in the sense of like, I only, out of all the subjects I've used in high school or I used in school, I after high school I took electronics engineering. I couldn't figure it out, dropped out, came back to home and did business marketing, and I excelled at business marketing. Absolutely, I love that. um but out of all the things that we learn in school, it's like my daughter is way more advanced mentally than most of those kids in her school. Like, she can live by herself. She's young but grown enough to take care of herself. She knows essentials. That's what they're not teaching in schools. Like, I think the things that we need to learn are math. I do believe that you need to learn math. I think you need basically STEM, right? And what so STEM is science, tech, engineering, um, STEAM, not STEM. STEM is science, tech, engineering, math, but STEAM, science, tech, engineering, arts, athletics, and math. I believe that's what we need to learn in schools, as well as cooking. Like, sure, we're going to be in a position where you have AI and tech and robots that can do all that stuff for you, or you have Uber Eats and all that stuff. But like first aid and like certain other things, those are the essentials. Like, what are the essentials? I believe schools need to teach kids these essentials. Like, how do you take care of a person? How do you nurture a person? How do you take care of a child? How do you clean a house? How do you have first aid? How do you have those things? Like, what one of the things I'm building with my startup is like, a portion of it is I would love to create an incubator, or I am creating an incubator essentially. And the incubator is a STEM program, so science, tech, engineering, athletics, arts, math. And I believe that people need to learn through project based learning, right? So with project based learning, it's that if you go through the experiences, and my philosophy is, if you give a child the experience of a lifetime, they will create a lifetime of experiences. So if you change the experiences that people have at a younger age, a lot of kids deal with violence, a lot of kids deal with being in the projects and the ghettos and the things along those lines. If they're actually in a situation, and like abusive households and stuff like that, if they're actually in a situation and circumstance where they get to experience great things, such as You know, a lot of kids never leave their block, and they're just stuck to their block and their block ways and shit like that. But if you teach them, here's a perfect example. If you give a child the opportunity to see Disneyland for the first time, if they see Disneyland for the first time and see like Space Mountain, it opens up their minds to what actually there is in the world. Let me tell. I'll finish and then I'll tell you about Kuma's backstory. Actually, funny enough, so experience is that, if they go ahead and take that experience, whatever the experience that they have, now you ask them questions. I've done this experiment with my daughters. Like, I took her to the movies. We saw Despicable Me with the scientist and whatnot. Afterwards, I asked her questions. I'm like, what did you think of the movie? What experiment would you create? What solution would you make? Da 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 da. And then it just gets the mind going, right? So if you get the mind going from there, you start asking them questions and giving them the tools. Is like to build the solutions, right? So if you want what she came up with, this is like she was probably like 6 at the time, where she created a pool because she's like, she loves to swim. So I got her like dollar store tools and she created her own pool. But say like Space Mountain, right? If you go to Space Mountain and you see the sky, it's space, blah 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 blah. What do you think about that? What do you think about space? What problem would you solve? What tools would not even tools, like I provide the tools, but what solutions would you create? What opportunities would there? What do you think of space? What would you like to see in space? What does a spaceship look like to you? And it's just using the power of imagination, because all ideas, I'm even talking to you from something that was just imagination. Look around everything in your room right now, wherever you are is just someone's imagination that they're able to manifest into life. And we're at a point in life now where we have the tools, chat gpt and whatever else, to actually create those things. Where the gap lies is in energy, because we don't have nuclear fusion at the rate that you'll see in like Star Wars, where you can go light speed and stuff like that. But we are at a point where you can start questioning, like, you can start really questioning where things are in the world, and like actually creating your own ideas. She's not at school currently. She's in school but not at school. Um, so um, so that's what I'm building. It's a portion of what I'm building. Music has always been my passion, but I really want to, free the world, free humanity, and heal humanity. I took care of my dad for all those years, and like, just understand. I really pay attention to what humanity needs, and One Piece has inspired me tremendously into terms of looking for solutions and trying to build solutions that really help the next person, and free these kids from that cycle of living in poverty and not being able to have experiences, and just bad childhoods. And I want to create a brilliant future. That's the way I call it. I call it a brilliant future. And if you are rocking with anything I'm saying, I ask that you guys hit subscribe, because this is what I'm truly trying to build with this platform, and give a Luffy level effort on my pursuit of getting it. Now to the Kuma story. So take this in. So it's Kuma's story. It's the Kuma flashback. My dad pass is My dad passes away. Kuma flashback. The week that there was a no episode, and right before Father's Day. You can't tell me and One Piece aren't like connected on a whole different other playing field. Genuinely, my dad passed the week of Father's Day during Kuma's flashback. Yeah, I can't make this up. I'm so serious. I'm dead ass serious. And like, One Piece is that thing that like makes me just feel so much better, and like heals me and stuff like that. But like, that was the craziest week ever. Don't feel sad, man. Hi, my love. How are you? Had a good day? Um, no, don't feel sad. You know what they say in One Piece. If it wasn't for One Piece, I wouldn't have been able to handle it. You know, You know, if it wasn't for God and it wasn't for One Piece, I went up in my family and blah blah blah. But like I went up and One Piece played a major part because something I actually said at the funeral. I had to plan the whole thing. I had to plan the whole thing. Um, uh, yeah, my mom can handle it. But like one thing that they say in One Piece, when is someone true? I gave that whole speech. When is someone truly gone? They're gone when they're shot in the head with a bullet, when they eat a set of poisonous mushrooms. No, a person is gone when a person dies when they're forgotten. You know, so I gave that speech at the funeral. And so shout out to One Piece for helping me get through that. This is my. She just came home from school. How was your day?
Good.
Yeah.
I have beef to tell you after.
You have beef to tell me, guys. She's getting in beef. Were y'all in beef as kids? I didn't have no beef. Anyways, go get set. Okay. Go get set. We're gonna have dinner just now.
I'm hungry.
Fine. Go ahead.
Why are they so big?
Because I have big feet. You know. Alright.
But before the last time I wear them, like this was more up.
I put them in the washer and then like it kind of messed everything up for me. Yeah, but that's my middle child. That's supposed to go on your window because it's so cold. Yeah. I don't want to put in the wrong spot though, so your mom yells at me. Yeah, but no, that's actually something that happened. I had to tell them let me get the exact quote. I don't want to mess this up. How dare I mess this up? One Piece death quote. When does a man die? When he's shot through the chest with a pistol? No. When he suffers from an incurable disease? No. When he eats up a soup made out of poisonous mushrooms? No. A man dies when he is forgotten. And I also said, like, beyond that, I said, you know, I took care of him for the last 8 years. Like I said, I got to experience him. I got to know him. I got to take care of him, like genuinely take care of him, like feed him type shit. You know what I mean? It was like the circle of life, really, in right before my eyes, and I have all these amazing memories. I have all these amazing memories that I treasure. I truly treasure. And if it wasn't for One Piece, that to be able to accept death like that and to understand death like that and to appreciate someone's existence like that, then I don't know how I would have gotten through it. And yeah, you know, so shout out to One Piece because One Piece be saving my life. Like it's not even a joke. A lot of people you trying to explain the magic and amazingness of One Piece, and this is one of many reasons. It's like it's hard to put into a single sentence how the magnitude and the impact that it can have on someone's life. Like it makes me like I want to legit. I always say the real life Luffy. I call myself the real life Luffy because I want anybody here. If you have a dream, I want to be able to help you. I want to be able to pour into your dreams as much as possible. I want to be the example of that. I want to show y'all someone who cares enough to fight for what they believe in. It's more than just an anime. You know what I mean? A lot of people just look at it as, oh, it's an anime, it's a show, so you know it's not real. But it's like the things that they're teaching you and like the things that you believe, the things I believe in. You know, it embodies that spirit. Luffy embodies that spirit. Beyond no, it's really Luffy more than anything. You know, so that's a little bit about me. That's a little bit about me, guys. I'm very grateful. I don't know how many people are on the chat. I try not to pay attention to that anymore. Like I'm like my camera light right over the number, so I don't know how many people in the chat right now. But I'm grateful for every single person that has joined us, especially commented. Y'all been showing so much love, and it's been a minute since I've jumped on. So to be able to have this much interactions, I'm truly grateful. Truly grateful. I'm gonna be cutting soon because my girls are here now. But I'm happy as all hell. We got to at least spend this hour together. Oh, We're gonna do that. I might do a live stream on this. I think I might do a live stream on this. I wonder what everybody's top video games are. People's dreams never end, and that is the point of the story. But it was said by the villain. Yep, yep, yep. Dark Void, I can't say anything. Like, yep, yep. People's dreams never end. That is for damn sure. That is for damn sure. It's carried on. It's carried on. It's truly carried on. Like, I want y'all to do this exercise. Try this exercise. There's an exercise that I did that's like your tree. It's like pick the 5 people that you want to most be like, or like your 5 idols. And it's funny enough, it's like I don't really want to be like anyone per se, but I definitely have people who have paved the way for the type of person I want to be. And I'll give you my 5. I'll actually give you guys my 5. So my 5 is at the bottom, it's Elon Musk. And say what you want to say about him. You might not like him. You might not rock with him. You might think he's destroying the planet. He's a trillionaire or whatever. He's a billionaire. And so billionaires aren't good. I've seen a lot of that dialogue. But what I admire about Elon is his vision in terms of there's something I want to create, or there's an outcome that I want to get. And you haven't given me a good enough reason as to why it's not not impossible, and so I will make it possible. So basically, what he's managed to do with SpaceX, I love his philosophy about what's it called? Look for using the physics. He basically just uses physics to create that to get the result that he wants, as opposed to just listening to someone say, well, that can't be done. It's like, well, if I break it down to physics, this is how it can be done. And like that's how I'm taking the approach to the things I'm looking to accomplish, where it's like your ambitions are pretty high, but like I've ran the simulations hundreds of times, and based off my experiences, there's nothing that tells me that this can't be accurate or true or real, right? So Elon's at number 5. In number 4, we have Steve Jobs. What I admire about Steve Jobs, I admire the fact that he brought his invention to life. And not only that, he created a product that is now, he created a company and a product that has such a global mass impact. It has changed every industry. It's something that everybody has or has an opinion of. And like, to me, that's just mind blowing that, it's always just an idea. And now it's something that can impact the world entirely. And like, so that's why Steve is at number 4. So again, this is like your tree. This is your top 5 tree. I'd love for you guys to make it and let me know what yours is. Maybe even next time in the stream. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be on here, but if you have one, or while I'm speaking, you know who those people are, go ahead. Thank Dark Void, yo, bro. We gonna link. Where you from again? You from Canada? Where you from? Because we gonna link. We gonna talk for real. We gonna talk for real, because you and I mindset. We on some. We on the same type of mindset. That's it. India. That's why I rock with you. You understand me. You understand me. India's the best. India's the best. Yeah, like I don't give a damn about what flag you got, whether it be a political flag or a country flag. I look at human beings. Who are you as a human being? That's what matters to me. I care about who you are as a human being. If you're a bad human being, well, then I don't want to rock with you. But like, I understand. Like, I don't want to. I believe what I believe is that make you can have a impact of the level that Elon and Steve Jobs has had, and it doesn't have a negative effect on people. I believe that. That's what I believe. and I am going to build that company that does that, because I don't believe it's fair to take away from the next person, or I don't believe that so many people have to be out of jobs just because AI has come into play. I understand that's going to happen. I'm not dumb. I understand that's going to happen, but I do know, like, I I believe that you can create opportunities and actual solutions at a massive rate without actually negatively impacting people. I'd love to, man, I'd love to go to India and see like what the tech industry is like. What are you into, Dark Boy? You into tech? Because that's my thing. I'm into tech. Um, or like what you want to be. What's your dream? What's your goals? What are you trying to accomplish? So at my number 5, Elon. 4, Steve. Number 3, Michael Jordan, the greatest competitor athlete of all time. Mike, it's just, I grew up on Mike, named after him. It's his competitive drive and his relentlessness to be the best. And he really changed the scope of an industry worldwide. Changed the entire landscape of basketball, where it's like, he's the definition of greatness from a human standpoint, of what he's able to accomplish from a competitive atmosphere, and just strive to be better than you were before, and just like shut off all the noise, and just execute his, and just be admired and things like that. Michael Jordan is my number 3. My number 2, Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson is my number 2, because music and performance and entertainment is my passion. It's the magic that he created. You know what I mean? It's the magic that Michael Jackson was at a point, Michael Jackson at a point could stop the world. Like, when he died, the world stopped. Like stopped. There were wars that said Michael Jackson died. Like, wars stopped because Michael Jackson died. They're in the middle of war, and every single person on the battlefield stopped what they're doing to wish to, because it impacted them. Like, do you have there's no person in existence outside of Jesus. Outside of Jesus, Michael Jackson is the closest thing to Jesus on this planet, and then Michael Jordan, to have ever created that type of impact on humanity. And it's I just admire him so much, and the way that, his thing was heal the world. And like, I took it to say heal humanity, because I believe that we're going to be able to travel through the stars. I'm a strong believer in that. I'm someone who would like to take part in it, to contribute to that. And so my whole thing is, I want to take it one level higher than what he did, in terms of heal the world, and to be able to heal humanity. And that's something I strive for, truly. And then my number 1 slot. Can you guess who it is? Monkey motherfucking D. Luffy. Okay? Monkey D. Luffy is, if you took all these guys, and you had someone that they looked up to, I feel like it's Luffy. I feel like Luffy is the person that my goats, or the goats, would have looked up to. Tom Brady rocks with One Piece, and I'm sure it's because of Luffy. I'm sure it's because of Luffy. I'm sure it's because of Luffy. Tom Brady, greatest quarterback. I don't want to say the greatest football player of all time. Greatest winning quarterback, or greatest winning football player, and greatest competitive football player athlete in the world. He rocks with One Piece, and I'm sure it's because of Luffy. It's like, you understand that Luffy, as a human being, the thing that he strives for, why he strives for it, what he cares about, or the relentlessness he goes through to obtain his dream, protect his friends, and stick to his word is unmatched, and that's why I say real life Luffy. I stick to that, and he heals everybody's life and world without not intentionally, but if it happens, it happens. So India, I'm into biology. I'm studying zoology. I'll have PhD in it and be a scientist or teacher. Interesting. Fictional or real character? No. So top five. So five again. So back for going from number five. Five Elon, four Steve Jobs, three Michael Jordan, two Michael Jackson, and one Monkey D. Luffy. That's my tree five. That's my people I look to, and like I don't want to say I idolize anybody. I refuse to idolize anybody anymore. But those are like my five examples of people who just help me to strive to be the highest level of myself. So zoology, I have an idea, but like let me get the definition. Oh, I love it. Einstein, Plato. How do you feel about? Okay, shout out to Buddha, shout out to Jesus. How do you feel about the? I'm not. I don't want to say it's theories. I'll leave it as theories because I'm curious as to how you think about it. But like, how do you feel about the thing of Tesla or sorry, Einstein stealing Tesla's inventions? What's How do you feel about that? What's your interesting. Tesla's the goat. That's a fact. And interesting. So biology and zoology. So is it like you're studying the structures of animals? Is that like how that kind of works? Like if you're combining those two, like how does that kind of work? And yes, Tesla is the goat. Tesla's dope. Plato, I know Plato, but like I don't know him that well. Plato, a philosopher. He's a philosopher. He has some great philosophy. Um, what did he write though? Interesting. Okay. Interesting. What inspired that? You've always been like you always loved animals, or like why zoology versus I don't know what the human version is. What's the versus like human beings? Plato. Do you like Rumi? Do you like Rumi's readings? Are you familiar with the poet Rumi? I think yeah, I think he's just a poet. Buddha. I love that. Buddha and Jesus. So I'm a believer of like this is what my religious beliefs are. Is it religion? My beliefs. I'll put it beliefs because I think there's so many religions out there that like there's people who die for their religion, and like there's so many out there and such a large population that believe in a single religion. It's like how could you be wrong? It's like I think it's insulting to people who you're wrong. Like I know Christians, I'm Christian, or I grew up in a Christian household, Catholic household, but like a lot of people are like you're wrong because this is how it is. This is what the Bible says. And like I had a rude awakening a long time ago. There was this girl that I was with, and she's like Pentecostal, but I'm Catholic, but her parents didn't want us together. And like, I was confused because we both went to Catholic school and we're both Christian. And like, it just really messed up my head. Yeah, people are weird. People suck. Just nothing wrong with autistic. I have three nieces and nephews that are autistic. I have an autistic nephew and two autistic nephews and one autistic niece. So ain't nothing wrong with being autistic. That's actually funny enough. My I want to be a doctor or a scientist. So like you're winning. You're winning. Congratulations. But what I would say and what I would recommend is pay attention to where the industry is going in the future. Like what part will AI and tech have in that industry? You know what I mean? Like what part will they play in your industries? Interesting. Okay. Babe, you're gonna be a zoologist?
What was that?
So a zoologist, so my boy Dark Void just broke it down for me. My loves animals, so it's like biology. So biology is like the study of like the body, but zoology is animals. So it's like he studies like animals' bodies and stuff like that. All right, you don't know. Fair enough. She loves animals. She loves her farm. She loves her farms and her goats and her
On the
dogs.
weekend, I was chopping pumpkins with an axe for the goats.
Okay, she was chopping this weekend. She was chopping pumpkins with an axe, sharp object.
That I didn't cut my finger with.
I was
But
not
I know
there.
how to use it.
I was not there, so that was not a me thing. Yeah, so he says like animals are simple to understand, and like he used to like cut bugs and stuff. So you're not like that, but you love your animals. You love your animals. So I know whatever you end up doing is probably gonna either be. It might involve animals. I can see you'll have a farm. I'm sure.
Yeah, I grew up on Dark Mountain.
I know you're gonna have a
And
farm.
on the weekend, there was a new baby goat, a
Oh,
little
yeah?
little baby, and it came from this new goat that we had,
Mm.
and like the baby's like this small and so furry.
Mhm. This is a small one.
Yeah.
You guys eat it?
No, we don't eat the babies. It was like this small and like all furry.
They ate it.
No, we didn't. We ate the dad though, and the sister. The sister was old and the dad was rude. I'm not joking.
I know you're not joking. One thing I know is that y'all ain't that you're not joking. Yeah, but I know she's gonna be in that. Like her grandfather owns a farm, so it's
And there's gonna be baby ducks.
they have ducks, they have goats, they have dogs, they
Chickens.
have chickens, they have
Sheeps.
sheeps, they have bugs, they have pigeons. They have a lot of animals.
Turkeys.
Turkeys.
Well, we don't have turkeys anymore, but we have.
They had turkeys. You hear that? They had turkeys. Past tense. R.I.P. the turkeys. Free the turkeys.
They're dead. How are we gonna free them if they're dead?
Y'all trying to ban me on stuff. Y'all trying to ban me on this stuff. But yeah, no, she's an animal lover. Yeah, guys, what time is it? 4:35. Mom's is gonna be home soon. I am starving. Void, I appreciate you always, brother. Yo, hit me on my socials. I think I should have a link there on
How did you get them?
and leftovers. I'm autistic in a science like I thought everyone thinks like me. Funny enough, like my nephew, that's where I was going. My nephew, who's autistic, he knows every single aquatic animal in existence, and it's crazy. It's mind blowing. Like, it's something I didn't know he was autistic, and then my sister like let me know. But like, he'll be. It's something to the. He's same age as.
Yeah.
No, he's younger than you. He's younger than you.
It's younger than me.
Because Vay is the same age as... No, you and Mason have the same birthday. Remember when you guys celebrated your birthday together?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so like I think it's a
He's
year
8,
separate.
I'm 9.
Okay, so he's 8, she's 9. And he knows every single aquatic animal. Oh, sorry, aquatic animal fish there is, and it's remarkable. And I'm like, it's like he'll get a glimpse of it and be like, "Oh, that is a something shark with the tail with the white one." It's like a particular like two sharks that look the same or fish that look the same, and then he just like in a heartbeat he knows exactly which one. When is the next stream time? Well, shoot. I'm trying to decide what's like.
The next stream's gonna be with me.
Okay, the next stream is gonna be with her. But we'll see if she's up at 4 a.m., which is like 2 p.m. for you guys or something like that. But I'm either gonna do it around the same time tomorrow, or I'm gonna depends what time I finish work. So aim to do it the same time tomorrow, and or I will do one like in your afternoon time tomorrow. So like maybe 2 p.m. or something. So I'm usually up at 3 a.m. our time. So right now it's 4:37 p.m. here. And so I think that's 2:38 or 2:37 whatever a.m. for you. So just do that math. I will probably be around at like 2 p. I would. The only thing is that they're sleeping, so I try and stay quiet. But I'm still down to chalk. All right, fam. Love. Appreciate you. Shout out to everybody who tuned in. This is I will see you guys very, very soon. If not, if not in the morning or not in the afternoon tomorrow, or in the morning tomorrow, then afternoon tomorrow. But at some point, I will definitely do my best to make sure I jump on live. And there's One Piece tomorrow. So, I think I'm gonna be here. You already know. Game over. Love y'all. Peace. Appreciate everybody for tuning in again. I'm out.